Okay, let's go to the first item on the list. So number 1 on the list is from page 310, and let's go and do number 11. So you have this situation, you got 3 times y minus 7 squared equal to negative 12. So notice this is already perfect square already, so you want to keep your perfect square. So you need to get rid of this because this is not a perfect square, so divide by 3 on both sides. So you got y minus 7 squared equal to negative 4. Then after that, what you want to do is, now it's a perfect square, so undo the perfect square. So basically you undo the things from the outside and work your way in. So now to undo the square, you take the square root. Now when you take the square root of the variable, make sure you have plus or minus, okay? Okay, so square and square root cancel out. So you got y minus 7 equal to plus or minus. And so square root of 4 is 2. Square root of negative 1 is I. Okay, so take that. Okay, then after that, now if they are same kind of number, you have to separate. Okay, in this case they are not, so you can just leave it. Okay, so plus 7 on each side. So you got y equal to 7 plus or minus 2i, and that's it. Okay, so you can get your isolate your perfect square and take the square root. Okay, let's go to the second item on the list. Again, this is from page 310, and let's go and do number 16. Okay, so you have y squared plus 8y plus 6 equal to 0. And the instructions is solved by comparing the square, so make sure you know the method. Okay, so basically you want to almost do something like that, but you have to get to that point. Okay, so first what you want to do is you want to vacate the number, so minus 6 on both sides. Okay, because this number is not a perfect square. Okay, so now you have to figure out what number goes up here to make a perfect square. So go and get your template ready. Okay, so to get y squared, you need to get y, right? Y to the second power give you y squared. To get this 8, you need to do plus 4, because this is always half of that. Okay, so from here you get that, from this you get that. Then after that, so now you can use this information to figure your missing number. So 4 squared will give you 16. Okay, so your missing number is 16. You need to get 16 to get perfect square. Now because you plus 16 on this side, you have to plus 16 on the other side also. So this will give you a net result of 10. Okay, so now this becomes this situation. Okay, so now to solve, okay, you're going to take the square root on both sides. And again, remember to do plus or minus. So square and square root cancel out. That's the reason you don't need to undo the square. So you got y plus 4 equal to plus or minus square root of 10. This one cannot be simplified. So you can check, see if they're same kind. They are no, they are not. So you cannot separate. Okay. So again, this is an integer, this is a radicand, so they are different. So you cannot simplify. So just leave it. So minus 4 on both sides. So you got y equal to negative 4 plus or minus square root of 10. The plus or minus always go in the back. Okay, do not put plus or minus in the front. Okay, and so this is it. Okay, let's go to the next item on the list. That's from page 314. Okay, so this is number 3 on the list. So page 314, and let's go and do number 6. Okay. Well, actually, it's 313. Okay, so you have 2p squared minus 3p minus 2 equal to 0. And this one solve each equation. Okay, so this one you want to solve the equation. So since this lesson is on quadratic formula, so let's go and solve by quadratic formula. Quadratic formula is x equal to negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So make sure you have this formula. Okay, so a equal to 2, b equal to negative 3, c equal to negative 2. So that's your a, b, c. Okay, now you have to be flexible with your variable. This is for x, right? But right now you have p, so just do the p. Okay, so it'd be negative b. Again, whatever you substitute, put in parentheses to keep track of your signs. Okay, so b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So you can only do one step at a time. So go and do the substitution. Then you can go and start to work out the details. So p equal to 3 plus or minus square root of 9 plus 16 over 4. Okay. And then from here, p equal to 3 plus or minus square root of 25 over 4. So p equal to 3 plus or minus 5 over 4. Right? Now, if you notice they are same kind of number, both are integers, that means you can simplify. So you need to go ahead and separate the plus from the minus, so you can simplify. Okay, so separate the plus from the minus, so plus and minus, then you simplify. So p equal to 8 over 4, so p equal to 2. And over here, p equal to negative 2 over 4, so p equal to negative 1 over 2. Okay, so your answer would be 2 comma negative 1/2. Okay, so this is the number 3 on the breakdown list. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, number 4 on the list is on page 320, and let's go and do number 6. Okay. Okay, so you got 5t squared minus 4t plus 3 equal to 0. This one you want to determine the nature of its roots. Okay, a calculator may be useful. So what you want to do is you need to go and find out the discriminant. Okay, because remember your formula. Okay, so this part over here, that's your determinant. That's the d. Okay, see this part over here, that's the d. Okay, so that will tell you what kind of answer you're going to get. So d equal to b squared minus 4ac. Okay, so again, a equal to 5, b equal to negative 4, c equal to 3. So your determinant would be discriminant. Discriminant would be this, so be substitute, so b squared minus 4ac. So your discriminant equal to 16 minus 60. So your discriminant equal to negative 44. Okay, so that means you're going to get negative 44 inside the square root. Okay, so therefore you're going to get 2 imaginary answers. Okay, and again the reason you get 2 because there's a plus and minus, right? See the plus minus, so that's why you get 2, one for the plus, one for the minus, and it's imaginary because you got negative inside the square root. Okay. Okay, number 5 on the list. Again, it's from page 320, and let's go and do number 32. So you got 3x squared minus 6x minus k equal to 0. Okay, so let's go and do part A. Okay, so to get a double root means d have to equal to 0. Okay, again, remember d is the inside, right? So if the inside equal to 0, you get a double root. Okay. Again, let me go and write down the equation. Okay, so you can see. Okay, so again, when d equal to, so to get double root, that means d inside has to equal to 0. So d equal to 0. Okay. Okay, that means, again, write down your formula. So d equal to b squared minus 4ac. So substitute everything. So you got 0, right? d equal to 0. b equal to negative 6. a equal to 3. c equal to negative k. So 0 equal to 36 plus 12k. So minus 36 on both sides. So negative 36 equal to 12k. I should have moved this up, but it doesn't matter. So to divide by 12, divide by 12. So you got k equal to negative 3. Okay? So that's when, so when k equal to negative 3, you get the double root. And if you're going to get two different real roots. So for part B, to have a real root, that means D had to be greater than 0. Okay? When you substitute, right? So you're going to get B squared minus 4AC is greater than 0. Right? Again, that's what D is equal to. You substitute. Okay? And again, you did all this already. So you got negative 6 squared minus 4AC is greater than 0. Okay? Again, to get real roots, the inside have to be greater than 0. Okay, so you got 36 plus 12k is greater than 0, minus 36 minus 36. So 12k is greater than negative 36, divide by 12, divide by 12. So k have to be greater than negative 3. Okay. Okay, now let's go and do part C. Okay, so part C, you want to get two imaginary roots. You want to get imaginary roots. That means D has to be less than 0, right? Again, when D is less than 0, you get negative inside the square root. That's how you get imaginary answers. So you can substitute B squared minus 4AC is less than 0. And just do the same thing over here. Okay, so you can do the exactly same thing. The only difference is the arrow is pointing the same opposite direction. So you're going to get K is less than negative 3. Right over here is greater than negative 3. You just follow the same step. Every step is the same. It's just the arrow pointed the opposite direction. Okay. So to get imaginary answer, K had to be less than negative 3. Okay. Okay. Let's go to the next item. Okay. Number 6 is from page 342, and let's do number 8. Okay, so you have a R1. The R1 is the first answer equal to negative 3. R2 equal to 1. And so right now you're going backward. Before you have equation, you have to solve. Right now they give you the answers, you have to get the equation. Okay, so you need to write the root equation. So you got x squared minus R1 plus R2, x plus R1 R2 equal to 0. So that's your root equation. So make sure you always write that so you can visualize, you can substitute. Okay, so now you can go and substitute. So when you add, this will give you negative 2, right? R1 plus R2. When you add, negative 3 plus 1 will give you negative 2. Okay. Next one is multiply. So when you multiply, you're going to get negative 3. And so now you just get rid of parentheses. Okay, so you're going to get x squared plus 2x minus 3 equal to 0. Okay, and that's your answer for this problem. Okay. Okay, number 7 on the list, again from the same page, and I'm going to do number 14. Okay, so you got R1 equal to 2 plus square root of 7. R1 means the first root or first answer. So R2 will equal to 2 minus square root of 7. And then if you notice, I write it on top of each other, so that way it's easier to add or multiply. So you can write down your equation so you can visualize to cut down on mistakes. Okay. Okay, so you write down equations, you can substitute, right? Okay, so first you have to add. So when you add this, notice plus or minus will cancel out. Okay, so plus square root of 7 minus square root of 7, when you add this will cancel out. So all you have to do is 2 plus 2 will give you 4. Okay. So again, plus or minus will cancel out. So all you have to do is worry about that. Okay, now you have to do the multiplication. Okay, when you multiply, so these are conjugate. To multiply conjugate, you just multiply the corresponding part. Okay, because O and I will cancel out. So 2 times 2 will give you 4. Plus times minus will give you minus. Square root of 7 times square root of 7 will give you 7. Okay, so now all you have to just work it out. So you get x squared minus 4x minus 3 equal to 0. Okay. Okay, let's go to next one. Okay, number 8 on the list is again from the same page, so 342, and this time let's go and do number 24. Okay, So you have a R1 equal to 2 plus, I'm going to put an I in the back, okay? I don't like to put I in the front. And R2 equal to 2 minus square root of 3I over 2. Okay, so again, same type of problem. You just have to become more complicated. So you got x squared minus R1 plus R2 x plus R1 R2 equal to 0. So that's going to start to work things out. Okay. Okay, when you add, the plus and minus will cancel out. Okay, so again, if you cannot do it in your head, you go off to the side. Okay, and then put it all together. So you're going to end up with 2 plus square root of 3I plus 2 minus square root of 3I over 2. Right? Just put them together like that. Okay, then this will cancel out, so you're going to get equal to 4 over 2 equal to 2. Okay, so again, if you cannot do it directly in your head, go off to the side. Okay, now when you multiply, again, conjugate, you multiply the corresponding part. So 2 times 2 will give you 4, plus times minus will give you minus, square root of 3 times square root of 3 will give you 3, I times I is negative 1, so this becomes plus. Okay. And then on the bottom, 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, next step, let's go and work it out. So you got x squared minus 2x plus 7 over 4 equal to 0. And for the final equation, you're not allowed to have fractions, so you need to multiply by 4 to get rid of the fraction. Okay, so you're going to get 4x squared minus 8x plus, 4 will cancel out, plus 7 equal to 0. Okay.